Hi Aries, welcome. So Aries, this is going to be your reading. I am going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to get into the you versus them love portion of the reading. I'm time stamping this December because that's when I'm recording it, but my readings are timeless, so I just trust whenever these find you, that's when it's for you. So Aries, when I was preparing for your reading, and I already have a few cards out, by the way. One of them that came out is your card, the card of Mars, which I think is really interesting. But when I was preparing for your reading, I was getting that song from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one that goes, I don't even know all the words, so don't beat me up, but he says, it's all a part of your imagination. It's all a part of your imagination. It's like one of the more dreamy scenes in the movie, one of the more dreamy songs, and it's all about your imagination. So, wow, what an interesting message. And I was trying to think, but I didn't have time to go and look back on what your November reading was about. But I definitely know there was a zodiac sign where imagination was being highlighted. So, yeah, I guess use your imagination, right, Aries? Especially when it comes to like solving confound problems. Like they want you to use your imagination. So you have the card of action here. You also have the card of judgment, Libra energy for some of you. But this is talking about your desire, your impulses. It's exciting. It's at the same time a bit impatient energy. It talks about kind of throwing things into overdrive. Very action-oriented energy as well. And then you have the card of judgment. Now in this card, it talks about the past, judgment calls that you've made in the past, decisions from the past, people from the past, all of that also being highlighted here. So let's see what we've got coming through for you, Aries. I think this will be a really interesting reading, and go from there. So for my Aries, you have the card of the mind, Thunderbolt, ooh, and a bunch of different cards here. Consciousness, slowing down and beyond the illusion. So I was getting ready to say, like, the energy that I was feeling as well was busybody type of vibe. I almost felt like too busy, right, to even do your reading. And yet I knew I could fit it in, you know? So it's almost like feeling like it's hard to fit anything in your schedule, or that you have this busyness around you. And it's not that you have too much on your plate, but it feels that way. It seems that way because of maybe the energy or the perspective that you're holding right now. But it's like needing to make time for the things that are meaningful to you, Aries. You know, which is hard to do when things feel a bit hectic to you. And I do get like a little bit of a hectic energy. Even if you have like nothing going on, I feel like your brain is super busy, or making plans, or, you know, thinking of all the things you should be doing that maybe you're not doing right now. I don't know about y'all, but my brain will steady make a checklist for me. A checklist of things that sometimes aren't even doable, you know? So they're also saying that if things have been feeling disorganized to you, that making a checklist would actually be helpful to you, because I do get a bit of messiness in the mind, okay? And because of that, you might be, you know, running into disruptive energy yourself, because you yourself are a little bit discombobulated, if you will. So if you look at this card combination, it's like this person has so much going on in their mind that it can't not manifest into their outer experience, you know? So this to me is like busyness, schedule changes, feeling overwhelmed, and therefore things being overwhelming, you know, etc. And I just got out of that phase myself, Aries, where I knew for a few days I was letting myself get really overwhelmed, thinking too much about the future, Because let's break down, what is the feeling of overwhelmment? What does the feeling of overwhelmment mean? And it usually means that you're thinking too far into the future, or you're thinking too much about the past. It's just a lack of presence. It's a lack of being here now and focusing on what you can control right here and right now. And our brain does this when we overstimulate ourselves, when we don't allow ourselves enough rest, when we worry too much. And then that feeling of overwhelmment comes in as your indication to take it easy, to breathe. You're not going to get it all done because it's never going to be done. You know what I mean? Like, there's no doneness in this life. It's just it's an illusion of the brain that you're ever going to reach like a checkpoint in your life where you can just do nothing. You're always going to have desires. Life is always going to bring life forth. And you want that, right? Because that's what life is. It is a continual stream of experiences, energy, and enjoyment, but that could feel overwhelming if you're not keeping up with the flow, so to speak, or not allowing your brain to rest enough to enjoy the flow. Some of you so busy worried about what you got to do, you're not really enjoying what you're doing, and then you've lost sight of what's most important in that moment. See, and I think our brain does this too, because we think we're pushing through and we think we're being productive, you know, and that outbeats enjoying it. And no, if there's no joy in what you're doing will not be lasting and may even be futile, because it may not net you the results that you actually want. I get like this rushing through things vibe as well, so be very careful about that. Don't be rushing through things. Don't be rushing in traffic. Don't be rushing to conclusions. I mean, you are a fire sign, so you like fast in action, but you know, like I keep hearing the song "Take It Easy." So yeah, it's about seeing beyond also the illusion that I think life and society sets forth for us, you know, that we must be here and we must be doing this and we must be keeping up with the Joneses. I almost said keeping up with the Kardashians, you know, but it's like the only person you need to keep up with is you. And if you're feeling exhausted, then that means that you are pushing yourself too hard. You're pushing yourself too hard, and you need to relax a little bit, slow down, and become more aware of your present moment, Aries. So let's see what else we have coming through for you, for my Aries. Oh, there's that song again. So you'll see that it's all about imagination. Don't mind my terrible singing. You know, somebody left me a comment the other day. This is a side note. You know who you are, Stephen. Somebody left me a comment the other day, and they said, oh, the moment I heard you sing, I clicked off and I blocked you like I blocked the other 60 tarot readers or something like that. I'm like, sorry, does my singing offend? Like, yeah, they seem to be very disturbed about that, but I thought it was more funny than anything. Like, damn. Tell me how you really feel. Like, yeah, you're a great reader. I think, well, they put a compliment in there too. I think they said I was one of the best readers on here, but because of my singing, they didn't want to watch me anymore. Oh well. Anyways, sorry about that. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay. You're gonna be petty like that. I don't want you here anyways. Okay. So, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Justice. What else? Oh, okay. So for some of you, some of these priorities or some of this busyness that you're feeling in your mind space is like your imagination, but in a See, now you can use your imagination in a positive way, or you could use it against you. You know, because you could imagine some beautiful things, but you can also imagine some awful things, right? Some of you are putting unnecessary worry or burden onto yourself by worrying about things that may never come to pass. In fact, most of the time it won't. And yet you give a lot of your focus to it, or you've been giving your a lot of, okay, let me addendum that. Recently, you've been giving focus to that for whatever reason. Maybe because you're trying to weigh something out, you're trying to find balance or make a decision. But whatever it is, it doesn't serve you. Ooh, I'm having heart palpitations. Some of you, it's to deal with your health. No, I'm not saying ignore any true red flags with your health, but I'm also saying a lot of people worry about things when it comes to their physical body that never truly come to pass. I mean, a lot of people worry about things even unrelated to your physical body that would never come to pass. You know, so I always say worry is a useless emotion because it doesn't prevent anything, by the way. It just makes you miserable in the meantime, you know, because you can't be in a space of love, peace, and joy while you're also in a state of worry or just, you know, concern and all of that. So it's like, yeah, take it for what it is. But it's like going back and forth on something that feels heavy, and it feels heavy because it's like in the big picture it's going to be all right anyways, so you don't need to hold on to it anymore. Now certainly this doesn't have to be about health, okay, but it could be about anything. It could be about work, could be about a relationship. But it's like in the trying to see all possible outcomes, you're also generating worry. There's that song again. It's all about your imagination. All right, let's see what else. Four of Wands. Seven of Swords. I did not like it. I do not like that card. All right, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. So yes, Aries. It's like hold on a second. I've never gotten this meaning from the Seven of Swords, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's like by letting your mind go to that trepidatious, worrisome state, you steal away from your own happiness. You're stealing from yourself. I heard the thief of joy. That is the thief of joy. And I've never gotten this from the Seven of Swords before, but I just was noticing that it is the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Swords all in one card. So it's like this uncertainty, this worry, this pain, and the sense of defeat all at the same time. And I don't feel like this is like generalized. Like, I don't feel like you're walking around in that energy. I actually feel like overall your energy is really stable. It's only when it comes to like one topic or one individual issue here, right? Because I feel like otherwise you're actually managing life pretty well. There seems to be stability here. There seems to be opportunity as well. And finances. Some of you, your finances are improving, or there'll be an opportunity here to improve upon that. Some of you, it is with like the acceptance of a loan. As specific as a loan, but it doesn't have to be that specific because this is generalized reading. But yeah, there's like this stabilizing energy coming through. So it's interesting to me, the Seven of Swords here. Okay. Oh, okay. Some of you are worried somebody's going to steal away from your peace of mind, or like life is going to come in and somehow disrupt, you know, what you've got going on. And it's like, well, if you're truly solid in yourself and you're truly solid in your alignment, nothing can disrupt that, right? It's when we're kind of bouncing around and being a bit insecure in our alignment that life has the ability to really throw us off, right? So they want, the message is, it's not so much about the topic as it is about your alignment. How secure are you in yourself? And that's all that matters. That's all that they want to matter to you right now. That's the spiritual guidance, is your alignment. Because if you're secure in yourself, it really doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the outcome, doesn't matter what could come your way, because you're secure. You're secure in yourself, you're secure in your faith, you're secure that you really are being guided, and that the universe has your back. And it does. It does. But you know what? I feel like that's a big struggle, right? It's hard to believe that sometimes, because sometimes things happen to us that we don't quite understand, and we don't see the bigger picture. And so we don't know, well, that doesn't feel like I have spiritual guidance. You know, it doesn't feel like that went in my favor, or that universe had my back. And it's like, well, that's because you're taking score too soon. You're taking score too soon. A lot of times life is just redirecting you to a better path, but it feels in the moment like wrongness, when really it's redirection. It's just how open are you to seeing it that way and understanding that, Aries. Oh, because it's all a part of your imagination. Oh man, if Steve is tuning into this one, he's really gonna hate this one. How much singing I've been doing? Are you kidding me? Steve, plug your ears. Anyways. I just know that there's gonna be some random person also named Steve that like clicks into the reading and is like, is she talking to me? Yes, I am. Anyways, okay, Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Devil, the Three of Pentacles. So it's kind of a little bit about facing your fears, right? And being all right anyways. There's this lackluster type of energy showing up. Aries, please give yourself some space and time to do what you need to do for yourself. It's like being really super eager, you know, to work on something, but you haven't quite got all the kinks worked out. It's a little bit too of like, how can I get there from there? Like, how can I get from where I'm at to where I want to be? And the thing is, that's the funny trick your mind will play on you too. That the desired outcome is somewhere out there in the future. But the universe understands that there's only one time and place ever, and that is in the now. And the future is a projection of the mind from the now. And the past is a remembrance of the mind from the now. There's only now. So a lot of people delay things manifesting for them because they have it set in their mind that it's out there somewhere in the future. They're waiting for it. They don't know what day it's going to be. Could be weeks, could be months, could be years. Could be years. And they wait and they wait for the day, not realizing that the day is always today. It's today. And if your mind had the wherewithal to imagine it, then that means it can become a reality today. And see, when you close that gap there, watch as your manifestations begin to happen much more rapidly. And what are you doing differently? You're closing the illusion that it's out there. You know, think about that. Think about that. I'll be happy when, I'll feel good when, you know, I can't wait until then. But it's all right now. So be happy now, wait no longer, and enjoy the ride. You know, be present in the moment, Aries. That's the message for you. All right, so let's see what the law of attraction cards have to say in addition to what I've picked up. And then we're going to go to the next part of the reading. It says, I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to do wants. You cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You've got to rid your vibration of things that bother you. And when you rid your vibration of things that bother you, no things can bother you can come. I don't know if I said that right. You can't really rid yourself of anything because there's no exclusions in a law of attraction-based universe. The only way to stop attracting something you don't want is by giving your attention to something that you do want. But you have to take it small steps at a time. Wow. So very, very interesting message to get us started, Aries. Let's go into the you versus them and see what else we have coming through. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. You have the Creator and Courage. Your card is the Creator, theirs is the card of Courage. So this is just a reminder to you that you're in the driver's seat when it comes to your life, Aries, and you are in the creative position here through your imagination, which is something that was heavily coming out. Can I get it together? In your spiritual reading, this person has the card of Courage. And then the card joining you is Leo. Some of you connecting with Leo energy, but it could also be just the influencing vibes. Very playful, warm, confident energy, but can also be a bit excessive. So watch that. So let's see, Aries, we're going to look at what led up to the now in the recent past. We're going to look at how you both feel about each other underneath it all, and most likely outcomes. So recent past for Aries. The Wheel, the Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. So you may have went through this time period here, Aries, where you just felt left out, you know, or maybe had this period even of introversion, but a lot of worry here showing up, a lot of stress. It's like a feeling of uneasiness, right? Like, how am I gonna go without, or being focused on something you were without, or someone, okay? But there was a divine lesson in this for you, Aries. And it has to deal with your imagination. I cannot get away from that message. So let's see this person's recent past. Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. So I also feel like this person went through some endings or some stressful events that really put them through the ringer here. It was like in regards to relationships in particular, whether that be with you, Aries, or family or friends, will be different for each of you, but definitely going through some tough lessons that maybe even require them to have courage, okay, to overcome. So let's see how you're perceiving each other in the now. Eight of Pentacles. On a second. You need a drink of water. Water. It's so good. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. So I feel like, Aries, when it came to this person, I feel hesitancy here. And yet, at the same time, there's emotional fulfillment. There is an investment of your time, of your energy. And I feel things are coming to a conclusion as well during this time frame. Or you're coming to a conclusion. This card often talks about movement forward, but it also talks about communication. But most notably, it talks about conclusions. So I feel for a lot of you, it's more so about like coming to a conclusion about this connection, about this person, or some recent event here. You know, and there is, like I said, this level of hesitancy, maybe even skepticism here showing up. Some of you are wondering if this is all in your imagination. Also, some of you are facing the reality that something's not what you imagined. So take one of those, take whichever resonates. Anyways, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, the Fool, and the 10 of Wands. So I feel like this person has also been kind of going back and forth, weighing things out in regards to the connection, specifically in regards to you, Aries. They feel a lot of weight on their shoulders, and it's like, shouldn't I? You know, like on one hand this, on another hand this. So there's a lot of back and forth, okay, which actually kind of feels inconsistent to me. And this person could seem inconsistent, or they may have been inconsistent in the past. But it could also be that they see that in you, Aries. So let's go further and see what's in the emotional space. How do you feel? Ten of Wands. Ay, ay, ay. You know what's interesting is I feel like this person, though, like, is willing to work on the connection, or willing to work on themselves for the connection. Ooh, I felt this energy in the spiritual reading, this 3 of Swordsy energy, and here it is. So, Aries, when it comes to how you feel about this person, it's heavy, you know, like, I feel like some of you are too exhausted to work on anything right now, you know, or you've exhausted yourself over this person and it's just not what you imagined. And sometimes that's painful, like when we have a vision of something or someone and then it doesn't come to full fruition, or we realize it was all a part of my imagination, you know, or something like that is going on here. There's definitely like an elusive type of vibe here, because I feel like you saw potential. Some of you saw way more than potential. You saw like family investing, you know, yourself investing into a connection. Some of you actually did, you know, invest into the connection and in some ways fulfilled that, but in other ways not. It just seems like the bad outweighs the good here, or at least that's how you feel about it at this moment, right? That's a funny thing is like people watch these readings and they think that, oh, that's the end of the story, period. No, in this moment. Now you could wake up tomorrow and very well be like, you know, no, I feel completely different today and I want to try again, you know? You know what I mean? Like, do not take any tarot video, especially mine, as like a forever thing. This is a snapshot, okay? So like, you know, I watched readings too where like I've had like maybe an argument with my fiance and like the reading resonated because I was angry with him in that moment, and then the next day I got over it, and then I was like, you know, like, whams if I would have watched that and thought, oh, it's over forever. No, it was just over in that moment, and then I was over it. You know what I mean? Some of you, it is like that. Like, it feels so serious, but then, like, tomorrow you feel totally different. Ooh, be careful about that. A little bit of an inconsistent vibe, right? Or it could be that this person is like that, but take it as it resonates. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that. You know, these energies are short term, okay? Because our feelings change constantly, and they should, because that's life, you know. Anyways, let's see this person's heart space. 5 of Swords. The Hangman. Nine of Swords. There's that 7 of Swords. Well, this person don't know what to do. I just feel they're at a loss here for words or a loss of what to do. They're trying to see this from a different perspective, but no matter the way, any way that they look at it, it just feels icky to them. Like, it feels like a lose-lose type of feeling. I'm hearing a song on. Can you take me higher to a place? Is that Creed? I don't have a clue what that song is about because I haven't heard it in so long and I don't know the lyrics, but check it out. It may resonate with you. I'm not even sure if that's the actual band name or name of the song, but is it Can I Take You Higher by Creed? I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody will put it in the chat. Anyways, that's how they're feeling. They might be a fan of that music too as well. I don't know. Or just maybe random. Take it or leave it. Let's see what the future holds. Most likely outcome as of this moment, in this moment, what is the most likely outcome? Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups. The Sun. So, Death and Rebirth. Yeah, I feel like Aries, this is you. It may very well be just how I exactly felt it. You know, some of you are just having a bad moment, a bad day, a bad week, but then you're about to boop, you know, like, right out of it. Or like you get your feelings hurt and then you recover, you know, from it, or like you feel something is like over and done forever, and then the sun comes out and you're like, a new day, you know, new me, you know, like I just, yeah. whatever this is, you're not staying in it forever. It's meaning you're not sitting in that energy forever, because I feel like this is your happiness here returning, and this is feeling grounded and successful and knowing who you are, and because you're in that space, all of a sudden, like, you're open again. You know, I'm not saying necessarily to this person, but some of you, yeah, but just like in general, you know, and it's just like a massive overnight change, it seems, but it wasn't overnight. So let's see this person's most likely outcome. The Tower, the Four of Swords. Ooh, epiphanies everywhere. This person is having an epiphany. This is the Tower, but it's paired with the Four of Swords, which is a healing tower. And then in comes the High Priestess, intuition, clarity, and then desire, eagerness, action. Yeah, so whatever this big change is here, it affects this person, right? Causes them to go within, causes them to listen to their intuition, and then pushes them to act, okay? Ooh, an act of courage. That's what it is. Can you take me higher? Like, this is helping to elevate also either this person or you or both. Like, it elevates the energy. It's like taking something to a different level or the next level energetically. Wow. Wow. And it's like, because you shift your energy or your perspective, maybe through the imagination for some of you, it shifts this person or the situation. It changes things. But without you not taking really any action, just a shift in perspective. Energy work is so powerful. I feel like if people knew how powerful energy work is, meaning your mind, meaning listening to your mind and how it feels when you think certain thoughts, so that you learn the vibration of each thought, and then you practice the vibration or thoughts that feel best to you. And the power of that will yield you better results than any words you'll ever choose to use, any action you could ever take. You know, we think our actions is what makes change, but it's vibration, vibration, vibration first, and then. So do the energy work, Aries. Let's see what the law of attraction has to say. It says, the universal law of attraction is managing my expansion. The law of attraction is the universal manager of all vibration, which expands to everything that exists through the universe. And so at the same time that the law of attraction is responding to the vibrational content of your physical thoughts, it's also responding to the vibrational content of your inner being. Interesting. So let the law of attraction work for you, Aries, right? By choosing your vibration with clearer intentions. So let's leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I have your card out, Aries. I would also have Leo. I have Scorpio. Leo again, Pisces, Virgo, I had Capricorn in the spiritual reading and Libra here. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on anything. Sorry, my phone was ringing. It distracted me. And otherwise, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming. I love you so much. Check out my Facebook and Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked below. Love you. Till next time. Namaste. Bye.